Alright, let's try the new gameplay camera system. If you guys watched the last short I uploaded, you will know how to get rid of the gameplay cam system from Gasp, but in case you didn't, I will leave a link to that video in the description, because you need to do that in order to have a normal cam component. So you can change the name back to camera and tweak it in any way you like. Now go to this folder inside blueprints, cameras, and we're gonna create these two. Let me show you how. Right click and create a blueprint class and type legacy camera shake. You can call it BP idle. And I already have them, so I will delete this one and I'm gonna show you what you need to set inside. Open it and go to class defaults. You can now pause the video or slow it down and copy these values if you want. And you can adjust them later when we got the camera shake working. So don't worry if you don't like my result. Oh, and don't forget to activate this single instance checkbox. And by default it's unchecked, so you need to check it. When we have the first one, we duplicate it and call the new one BP walk or whatever you want. Open it and again pause the video and copy everything. And don't worry about the single instance. It should be checked now because this one is a copy from the first one we created. The next step is to go to our player BP and open the event graph. Create a new custom event, call it camera shake, and then get the velocity, its vector length, and use the node greater than 0. Now get the player controller and out of that we use client start camera shake. Drag from the shake pin and type select and make sure you pick this one. We use the greater than 0 as index and the false will be BP idle and true BP walk. This is just to check if player is moving and using the stronger shake effect in case he is actually moving. Modify the scale as you want. I used 1.3 at first. Don't forget to call the event from event tick. And there we go. If we play, we see the effect. It's really subtle when we are idle. Maybe it's too fucking strong now. But you know, you can change it in the scale value or even play with the values in the idle BP and walk BP. Let's try a lower value in the rate scale to see the result. Yeah, I definitely prefer this one. As a bonus, I will show you guys how to make the aiming work again when you delete the gameplay camera. Create a function in the player BP, name it update camera, and put it under a camera category. Compile and save and open that function. Now get the character input state and break it. Get a branch out of wants to aim. And you can hide unconnected pins for more organization. Now get the spring arm and set the target arm length. Connect it to a f-interp2 and put 80 in the target value. Now get again the spring arm and the target arm length, which is the current pin, and get world delta seconds into delta time. Whoops, I don't know what the fuck happened here, but here it is. Alright, now in the interpolation speed, put 5. Alright, we duplicate it, connect it to false. And then out of this interpolation speed, we select float. A will be 3 and B will be 4. Now we need to get the velocity out of the character movement. And again the vector length. Use the node map range clamped, which is going to be our target. and I used 500 because it's the default speed when you are running. And for outrange A, 135 is my spring arm length, so you need to put that number here. And the outrange B, it's an effect which zooms out the camera if the player is running and zooms in whenever you are idle. Now we get the target arm length again, and we see if it's less than the return value, and that's gonna be the select float input. Alright, compile and save, and don't forget to call it from the event tick. And it's done. Now you can press right mouse button and see the aiming function. And also, if you walk, you'll see that the camera zooms out a bit, depending on how fast you run or walk, or whatever.